18 past the hour. This morning, new insight into how Latino voters are seeing the election as the Democratic National Convention kicks off today. The Hispanic Federation and the Latino Victory Fund have shared new polling exclusively with MSNBC. It shows Latinos have a renewed enthusiasm to vote, generated by Vice President Harris entering the election. We want to note the research firm conducting the poll has ties to Democrats and President Biden. Joining us now, Frankie Miranda, president of the Hispanic Federation. Frankie, it's always great seeing you, my friend. First of all, I want to thank you for being with us. I know that this is some information that you just gathered. I appreciate you sharing it with us. What are some of your key takeaways from the poll?
Well, Jose, one of the first things that happened after the announcement of President Biden, and of course, when Vice President Harris started to talk about becoming the nominee, we started hearing from nonprofit organizations on the ground doing voter registration. These are nonpartisan nonprofit organizations, our own canvassers, our own operation. And we started to hear an enthusiasm, and it's verified by this poll that says that 73% of registered Latino voters are certain that they will vote in the election, and that 50% of responders replying that they are more interested in voting because of this new reality on the race of presidential election. So for us as organizations doing civic engagement, this opens up the possibility of engaging people that before were not interested in talking about the election or even registering to vote.
And, you know, engaging is such an important term that you bring up, Frankie. I mean, if you look at this poll, the top three issues are all centered around the economy in this poll. So what do campaigns need to do to engage with Latinos on these issues?
First of all, just completely destroy their ideas about what exactly is what is interested in our community. We want to talk about pocketbook issues. And it is interesting that in our research also, we still have a large group of people that are still unsure about what are the policy proposals that candidates have right now. So this is an important opportunity to start engaging nonprofit groups on the ground, engaging community, and do it in a linguistically and culturally competent way, because what we're seeing is that the new excitement is from women, younger Latinos, and Spanish-speaking Latinos. That is a critical part of this conversation. Interesting.
Immigration and abortion, Frankie, are not in the top three issues of major concerns to Latino voters. Where do they come in?
Well, the important thing about this poll is that what we are trying to say is that Latinos are contributing to every single aspect of society, and the economy is extremely important for them. They had been completely impacted by the pandemic, and they had been slow in the pandemic recovery. So our community needs to talk more about what are the opportunities. And it's interesting that this week, VP Harris started to talk about some of these pocketbook issues, and that is consistent to what our polling people were asking us to talk more about and asking the campaigns to talk more about.
And, you know, when we talk about the Latino vote, I always say there's no Latino vote. There are just Latino voters. 1 million Latinos in the United States turn 18 years of age every year in our country. 1 million a year, and to not focus on them is to the great peril of everyone else. Frankie Miranda, it's always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Muchas gracias.
A ti. Un abrazo.